Good morning, everybody. It's my privilege to be sharing with you for these next few sessions, our devotions. And I'd like to focus today's message in Genesis chapter 11, and in particular the story of the Tower of Babel. You may or may not have read this before, but it says in chapter 11 that the people on the earth gathered in a particular place and started to build a tower that was reaching up to the heavens. And this is what it says in verses 5, 6 and 7. But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, if as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so that they will not understand each other. And you may have read those verses before many times. And the point I really want to bring out from that is that in verse 6, God makes some really interesting statements and observations. He says that they are one people speaking the same language and are essentially functioning together with a clear plan and a clear purpose. And so we ask the question, if those observations are positive things, unity is a positive thing, having a sense of togetherness is a positive thing, speaking the same language, having the same plans and purposes are positive things. If that is a positive statement which God makes, which it is, why does he do what he does in verse 7, confusing their language? Well, the point is simply this, is that the people on the earth were united, but the issue is not the fact that they were united, it's what they were united for. They were united for their own self-importance. They were united for their own sense of progression. They were united for their own sense of not needing anybody else and certainly not needing to worship God. It was the fact that their unity and their togetherness and their sense of oneness was focused in the wrong direction. And that's what God had an issue with. I don't believe that God wanted to confuse their language, but he had to. He had to do something to show them that their efforts and their energies were focused in the wrong direction. So when we think about unity, when we think about togetherness, when we think about oneness, I think it's really important for us to remind ourselves that that can be used for good and it can be used for evil. There are so many groups and gatherings of people in the world today that have a sense of unity and purpose and togetherness, but it's focused in the wrong ways. We see that all over in the sense of injustices and prejudices and discrimination. Groups that get together and try to single out other people or to oppress other people. Well, there's unity in that, but the unity is focused in the wrong way. For us as the people of God, our unity, our togetherness, our oneness has to be focused in the direction of lifting up the name of Jesus and seeing his name glorified throughout the earth. So I think it's important to remind ourselves that when we are united, like these people were, nothing we do can be impossible. And imagine what would happen if we focused that powerful unity for the plans and purposes of God. We will see his instructions, his commands, his commission to us fulfilled. So let's continue to be united. Let's continue to have one voice, but let's put that voice in the right direction. God bless.